Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this short story, we look at the White Lady of Ludlow Castle. High above the River Teme, on a rocky hill in Shropshire, stands Ludlow Castle, a fortress of power, authority and silence. Its walls have seen kings crowned, laws enforced, and prisoners vanish behind locked doors. And when the crowds leave, when the wind moves through broken stone, something is said to remain. For centuries, witnesses have reported a pale woman in white walking the upper walls of the castle. She does not speak, she does not acknowledge those who see her. She simply appears and fades away. This is not a story of invention or modern myth. It is a haunted history rooted in stone and unsolved grief. This is the story of the White Lady of Ludlow Castle. Ludlow Castle was built shortly after the Norman conquest in the late 11th century. Its purpose was control. Not only military control, but political dominance over the Welsh borderlands. For generations it served as one of the most important strongholds in England. It became a royal residence, a centre of governance, and later the seat of the Council of the Marches, a powerful body that enforced law across Wales and Western England. It was the home of Prince Edward in 1473 to 1483, one of the princes in the Tower. Of decisions made here shaped lives far beyond its walls. Justice at Ludlow was not gentle. Punishments were severe. Prisoners were held within the castle, some for long periods, many without detailed records. Political enemies, disgraced nobles, and inconvenient figures were quietly confined. The castle did not need a public execution ground for every sentence. Sometimes removal was just enough. By the time Ludlow fell into ruin after the English Civil War, centuries of fear, authority, and suffering had already settled into its stone. And places like that tend to remember. Reports of the White Lady stretch back hundreds of years and continue into the modern era. Visitors, staff, and historians have described the same figure independently of one another. A woman dressed in white or pale grey, seen along the battlements, near the great tower and in the upper rooms of the castle. She moves silently, no footsteps, no sound. She never reacts when approached. Some witnesses report sudden cold spots, even on still evenings. Others describe an overwhelming sense of sadness, as though the air itself feels heavy. A few have spoken of feeling watched, not with menace, but with quiet despair. What makes these sightings remarkable is their consistency. People unfamiliar with the legend describe the same details, the same path, the same silence, the same fading away. Castle staff have quietly admitted to encounters during evening lockups. Visitors have reported seeing her while completely alone. She appears briefly, then vanishes, as though she was never there. She does not interact, she does not warn, she does not threaten. She simply walks. There is no surviving official record that names the White Lady of Ludlow Castle. No execution entry, no burial record, no confirmed entry. But local tradition has preserved a story. She is believed to have been a noblewoman imprisoned within the castle walls for political trail, forbidden love, or defiance of authority. Who knows? The details change from retelling, but the core remains the same. She was confined to an upper chamber and abandoned, denied food, denied contact with the outside world, left to die quietly away from public view. Such deaths were not unheard of, particularly for women whose removal needed to be discreet, very discreet in these cases. No public sentence, no scaffold, no record, just silence. So, if this is true, her death would not have been marked as punishment, but as erasure. And it may be that silence which binds her to the castle still. Over the years, investigators have catalogued numerous experiences connected to the White Lady. There are no reports of violence, no voices, no poltergeist activity. Instead, witnesses describe repetition, the same route walked again and again, the same stillness, the same sorrow. Many researchers believe this suggests a residual haunting, formed when intense emotions become imprinted on a location, like the stone tape theory. The White Lady does not appear to be aware of the living. She does not respond, she relives, as though time never moved forward for her. Today, Ludlow Castle stands open to the public, a historic ruin bathed in sunlight and filled with visitors. But when dusk falls and the voices fade and the stone calls, some say she returns, not to frighten, not to warn, but to remember. A woman erased from record, condemned without trial, bound to the walls that confine her. And long after Ludlow's power crumbled into dust, the White Lady still walks, condemned in life, unbound by death. So this brings us to the end of this short story. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think of it in the comments below. So thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Please like this video, share it, and please very much subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to click that notification bell for more uploads. Until the next story, goodbye.